forgot to start, bro. All right. You are tuned into Power Up 15, and we are about to get started. All right. My name is Larry D. Reid, and I am here every single Tuesday to help you power up on your Tuesday. We're in a series called Dreamwork, and this is part two. So I'm going to review a little bit, but then I'm going to go a little bit further. We're only here for 15 minutes, so stop whatever you're doing, turn everything up loud, don't answer no texts, don't answer no phone calls. You get it, decline it, don't let nothing distract you from this 15 minutes where we are going to be having a conversation. All right, so go ahead and share out the link. All right, so I want each and every one of you to listen to me. Let me be the voice of reason. Let me echo what you have been feeling in the deepest part of your heart for some time. And it is this, that you must live your dream and that you got to fulfill the reason for which you were born. And so I am really echoing what you have known in the deepest part of your heart, that there's something else, there's something greater, there's another level for you to get to in your craft, in your gifting, in your skill set as relates to the audience you're reaching. You're supposed to be reaching a bigger audience. You're supposed to be doing something bigger. You're supposed to be making more money. There's more to your life than this monotony that you're having, this consistent cycle of sameness over and over that's paying you and that's causing you to be able to have sustenance and pay your bills. You got to break out of that. Something in you saying, what else is there? There got to be something else because I'm not happy with this here. And so I'm just echoing that voice. I think that voice in you is not only the deepest part of you that is clear about why you were born and put in this world, but I also think it is the voice of God that is reminding you why you are here and what's important. And so I want to help you navigate your way to your dream work. The work that you have been doing every single day, the work that you have done all the way up until now in order to sustain yourself and those that you love, that is what I have termed farm work. If you're watching me, if you're listening to me on Periscope, on YouTube, or on Facebook, I want you to hashtag PowerUp15 and then put a space and type farm work. I want you to see yourself, imagine that you have been on a farm all the way up until now. Now, I happen to have a whole lot of family members, and one of my closest friends, their family were raised on a farm. So I have a farm. I have a whole lot of information in my head as relates to a farm. And, you know, if you're going to eat, if you are going to, you know, have any kind of wealth, then you're going to have cattle, you're going to have chickens, you're going to have goats, you're going to have acres upon acres of land, you know, and everything that they produce, the eggs, the milk, and the. There are jobs that you have to do from sun up to sundown every single day. You have to do the work on the farm because it's from that where you get your sustenance. And so you and we are on, I want you to put this in your imagination, we have been on a farm. We have been doing things, we have been doing jobs that we necessarily do not like doing. But it's what we have had to do in order to keep the lights on, to put the food on the table. It's those 2 or 3 side jobs, those little things that you do in order to make sure everything is going well. It's the thing that you chose to do because of the paycheck and not because of your passion. So that has been your farm work. But I know that in this space, 2018, where you and I, where we are in our life, it's important for us to get into our dreams and do the work that is tied to the fruition of our dreams. And I want to help you with that. So there are a few things that you're going to have to be okay with if you're going to take the journey to your dream work. You're going to have to be okay with financial issues, living probably with your bare necessities, or at least being open to having to maybe empty most of your savings out, possibly because you may have to live off of it in order to do the work that is tied to your dream. You must have some patience because some things may take time depending on what your dream is. I don't know, but you have to open your heart up to some things that maybe you have been, stand on the farm to keep yourself from experiencing, because it don't take a whole lot of faith for farm work. You just do the work and you get the check. You just do what you're supposed to do and it's done. But when it comes to your dream, I know that what you have been called to do is so far beyond probably the funding that you have, the location that you're living in, so far beyond what you have been imagining for yourself. And so I have to push you a little bit and tell you that I don't know what you may face and what you may go through. But I do know that if you are opening your heart and you have the faith, the discipline, and the consistency, that you are going to achieve your goal and you're going to live your dream. All right, so I'm going to say some things so that we can put some things in proper perspective in our head. What is farm work? Larry D. Reid, what is farm work? It is whatever you do in order to sustain yourself and those that you love. It is your sustenance. So I want to help you identify. And the reason why I'm defining this like this, because I want you to be able to differentiate between the work that you are doing versus the work that you are called to do. I want you to type up under this video, say out of your mouth, you listen to me, I am called to a specific work. I am called to a specific work. And I'm telling you, it's connected to your passion. And it's very important for you to identify your passion, and then you're going to find your work. And so the reason why I keep defining farm work and defining dream work, because I want you to be able to differentiate. I want you to be aware of the work that is tied to your need or to your greed. Because I'm talking to everyone. And some of you working a job, you're working because it's 6 figures. Your passion is nowhere near it. It's just the check. So you can drive the car you're driving, have the house that you're living in, live in that neighborhood, so you can acquire, so you can have a cushion, and you can just travel and have a good time. But you're not in your passion. You're not fulfilled. And you feel like all you got is your money and your things. I'm talking to you. I want you to be aware of that work that you say yes to, that is tied to your need or to your greed, as opposed to the work that is tied to the vision for your life. And all of you watching me should have a vision for your life. You should have something wrote down, typed up. This is mine that I look at a few times a week, and I haven't been doing this in the last 2 weeks. But I maybe because I don't program myself with it so much that it's constantly in my head. You should have a vision, goal set for what you want to do in this year, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and put this in your head. If you don't put it in your head and you just casting your faith out there, oh, I just believe God and I just believe that I'm going to be able to and you don't have something to focus on, it is the work that the faith needs in order for the manifestation of the dream that you are avoiding. You have to sit down, maybe with your counselor or with the therapist or with me. Hire me, lifeguideforyou.com, and do the work that your faith can have a focus so that your dream can begin to manifest. And I can help you with that. Okay, so the reason why I'm having this talk and I'm doing this because I want all of you to be able to know the difference between the work that will get you paid or has been getting you paid, as opposed to the work for which you were made. You must be able to differentiate between the work that gets you paid or has been getting you paid, as opposed to the work for which you were made. What is it you do? What is your passion? What you like doing? It can be as simple as I like helping people. Okay, I like helping people. Let me see, is the work that I am doing helping people at the level of my insatiable desire to help people? If the answer is no, then you know right now and don't need to pay me to tell you that you are on the farm doing your work and you are doing farm work. You only got one life. One life. And let me tell you, when you get 80, 90 years old and you look back, you want to be able to look back without any regret. So you don't want to say, you know what, I should have just went ahead and taken the risk and said yes to them 3 or 5 years of struggle, of hard work and going to school and doing farm work in order to achieve my goal and get to my dream, as opposed to being comfortable and wanting to be able to just, live a little bit, and be able to, put my hands on things and reason, because when you following the dream, a lot of that is faith work, and a lot of us are too scared for faith. But you want to look back when you get that old and be like, God, I wish I had done that because I didn't do it. And I am the voice of God. I am echoing the voice in the innermost part of yourself telling you, don't you do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. A lot of people settle right there, and they marry people that will allow them to settle right there, and they create a family that allow them to settle right there, and they choose friends that will allow them to settle right there. They stay around their blood kin and live around them so that nobody's pushing them to do something differently. But I'm not going to let you do that, because it's not what is going to bring you your greatest joy, and it's not what God have kept you around for. It's to fulfill the dream and to walk into this fabulous future. Okay? All right. So I think everybody's pretty clear on what the farm work is. Now, let me tell you what the farm work is for, the purpose of the farm work. Now, the purpose of the farm work is character building. Type that up under there. If y'all watching me, type character building. I'm going to tell you a few things that the farm work is for. If you're watching Periscope, watching Facebook or YouTube, go on ahead and type farm work. I think on YouTube you can't comment right now. I don't know, because I don't think the YouTube channel for Power Up 15 has got to the place we can do super chat yet. But anyway, go over there and subscribe to the YouTube after I sign off too. All right, but get back to what I was saying. The purpose of farm work, number one, these are not in any order, is character building. It's also for the development of discipline and the development of commitment. It's also to learn time management and team building or teamwork. You hear a lot of people say teamwork makes the dream work. Team building. Learning people skills, how to deal with different personalities. And also learning yourself. That's like the main thing that the farm work. You learn your work ethic. You learn what you can take, what's too much for you, what's your limit. You learn all of those things working on the farm. Farm work. It serves a purpose. It absolutely serves a purpose. A lot of people, and I've noticed this when I watch the reality shows where the father and the mom is rich, and so the child has an idea and the family is able to just fund it. Many times that's great, and they get a running head start on a whole lot of us. But sometimes, for one reason or the other, the child hasn't had any responsibility in the character building classes or experiences. Haven't developed discipline, time management. They don't know their self, and their emotions are out of whack. They haven't really learned who they are and their character. And my God, is in the explosion after the business is big, and now they got the whole lot of money to lose, and things just go wrong. I think farm work is something everybody needs to experience. Everybody needs to work on the farm. Okay? Everybody needs farm work. I believe, type this, farm work is necessary. Farm work is necessary. It's necessary for me. Let's say that. farm work is necessary for me. I'm going to learn some patience. I'm going to learn some character building. I'm going to learn some people skills. I'm going to develop a level of commitment and discipline. All of these things that I'm going to need in order to be my best self, and in order to live that dream, be that dream. Okay? All right. Now, where are we at? What's our time? And we already done. Time is over. Okay, so we're going to go a little bit further on this on next week. We probably wrap it up on next week. I can't wait to go into the next topic. I already got that already itching on me. And I hope that this part 2 of Dreamwork is a little bit clearer. A lot of times I notice for me, is this how you learn yourself now. And I done pastored the church 20 years and I have expanded into the entertainment. But I learned this when I was pastoring and having preached every Wednesday and Sunday and all the other places here, there, and every darn where. For me, when I first get a teaching or a dissertation or an unction or a word from God, I don't care how much study I do and how much I put right notes. When I begin to talk, that first time I begin to talk about it, it's jumpy, it's going here, there. You got to pull all these nuggets, you pull them out. But as I go the second time to talk about it and the third time, I get clearer and clearer. So take this link and give it to somebody. Maybe don't even give them that first link. Just give them this one here. And maybe they can get hold of the message that I'm trying to get to each and every one of you. All right? Every Tuesday, power up with me, 15 minutes, 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Let me see what y'all saying, just in case y'all asking some questions. No. Okay, ain't nobody asking no questions, really. Okay, so I can just go ahead and sign right on. All right, if you need my help, make sure you go to a life guide for you. Say, I need some help in navigating and I need an empowerment session. I need a counseling session. I need a coaching session. LifeGuideForYou.com. Sign up for the one you need. Option 1 and 2 is basically about personal prophecy and counseling session behind that. One is 15 minutes and one is 30 minutes. Then we also have an option where you can have me on speed dial, where you can unlimited text for a monthly fee. And then if you want me to come in person, you can also choose that. If you want me to do it through video chat, there's an option for that. There's about 6 options there, I think. Choose which one works for you and put in the message what you want from me, and I will help you do that. All right, see you later. And make sure you keep doing the work. Oh, God. The work that is tied to your dream. And see, I'm going into next week, but I'll get into that next week. See y'all later. Bye.